Satsuki looking for that damage, finds him on the Diablo. Diablo forced it back out as their health drops low. The Immortal now is at 25%.
Back down, Yo on the Great Man, gonna be the first to fall. But is it ETC? No, that's Malthael up there. A triple.
The Leyline used in the back, catching 3 people on top of that, followed up by the APOC and the Lurking on, catching 2, but this time on is gonna be the first one.
Wow, did you see that mosh pit? 4-man mosh pit while on a conveyor belt. That was like a regular sushi.
There's the lead, catches him in the mud pit. Time trap does pop. Mosh pit goes out. Ruby's still in trouble. Pops to stay a while and listen, but it's not going to matter.
Here comes the Boros on the backside, but the duo gets under and then stunned. Oh my goodness! The combo!
Getting shrunk down, ETC getting killed. He becomes dog food for the Great Man.
I didn't think they had a chance. I thought it was all over. We said all or nothing, and they got absolutely everything.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am Jayzon, and today we've got a Division D East matchup for you. Rise and Grind versus Can't Cleanse Salt. I think that's like CCS 8 the Ocho or something. I don't know. But another one of those CCS squads in here. And today I've got Ban Kai in here with me, co-casting. How's it going?
Good, Jay. I am doing really good. I'm over here because one of my casts got canceled. So I was like, hey, why don't I just hop on with my buddy Jayzon here and cast this Division E East game?
Absolutely. And speaking of which, here we go into game number 1. Everybody's ready to go here on a happy Easter Sunday, by the way, everybody out there that's watching, and to you too, Kai.
Yes, sir.
So we got Towers of Doom going to be our first map, and up first is Rise and Grind with our first ban. So what do you like here, Kai? What do you usually try to prioritize? Which of these teams thinking about banning early?
Ban-wise, there's like a bunch of things that you could ban on this map, but pick-wise, since I'm a tank, I like to prioritize my tank picks. Thank you very much before one of these teams decide that they want to go into a tank choke, but I'd like to see a Diablo here maybe. Lots and lots of walls, and as I say that, it's gone. Never mind. Maybe an ETC next, or even like a Meriden but we'll see. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of a Nubarak on this map, so we'll see how these two teams kind of play it out.
Yeah, Diablo tossed out first. He's so influential on this map with his ability to really push into these points, and he's one of the only tanks I know that have a really effective long-ranged, or I should say ranged in general interrupt, other than maybe Johanna. But Falstad also taken out. Global's always a priority here, with the ability to cap one of these top altars and then be able to quickly rotate down to whichever one's on the bottom side.
Yep, correct. Priority lane, bottom lane, that's what you want to see. But lately, we've been seeing, like, I cast a Division D West game last night, and they 6-capped them. They 6-capped them. I remember last time in Season 10, Division D never knew what a 6-cap was, and now all of a sudden it's a thing in Season 11. So it's just, I mean, CZL has changed the divs. They've changed the divisions. But Chromie banned out along with the Falsets, and DPS being taken out on the side of CCS, and then there we go, Sonya coming out as that first pick.
Yeah, Chromie's so oppressive on this map, being able to constantly poke and interrupt these points from just in the next county. And yeah, Sonya, man, talk about a meta hero. Sonya has been all over the place lately, the premier solo laner in the game right now, for sure.
For sure. True. I agree. Also, who was it? Never mind. I was gonna say Zool. Zool is the new offlaner that's coming out in Towers of Doom quite a bit, being able to match up to that Sonya in the double soak. But we'll see how these two teams kind of play it. And Brightwing to kind of change things around. The disrespectful Brightwing, that's what I like to call her, because she can easily turn a 1v1 into a 2v1. Very disrespectful, but nonetheless, great healer.
Hanzo coming out as well for hugs. And Tychus coming out.
I'm getting stir crazy here. Please
The
tell me we're
Nerd
going
Cave TTV with the subscription. Thank you very much. Wow. Always nice to have people come in. Welcome to the stream and enjoy those emotes. Got a few of them in there for you. Trying to make those grow, but we'll see how that goes over time. But Eris coming in with the Tychus, who of course very good at blowing up frontliners, but Kai, you know what I noticed is I don't have any high health pool targets yet for CCS, so does this change what CCS wants to pick up a little bit, maybe?
Definitely. But we'll see though. We'll see. Zul not such a big frontliner, not that beefy, as they would say it. But people have changed up the meta too a little bit, where they're kind of going into that heavy double bruiser comps on this map specifically. So that early pick on that Tychus, do they change that strat around? Because CCS has run that before. I know I've casted them before. They have run that before. So maybe they change it around now that they see the Tychus there. Or do they just stick to their guns and go for it and kind of blow the Tychus up instead?
Yeah, it could definitely go either way. And I like the ban out here onto Sylvanas. Definitely a win more style hero. And can pair well with the Hanzo. You know, you generally want a mage to pair with Hanzo, but he also is kind of a mage damage dealer in some ways in his own right. He does more range than auto attack damage, more spell damage a lot of the time with some of his builds. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that paired with Sylvanas to offset for the wave clear and the siege potential. But now ETC, Ana coming out for CCS, and now we're just moving right along here as we get Johanna and Mephisto finishing things out for Rise and Grind.
Ooh, I like that. So at least one out of the two tanks that I said are gonna make it through made it through. The ETC came through, so they got the CC there that they were looking for. They have the stun in the Zul as well. Hanzo dishes out a lot of damage. We'll see if he goes with the geometry pick. I think that's what it's called, symmetrical geometry or something. That's at level 1. But we'll see if they go with that. And then Ana is just crazy. Oh, and Dagny goes with that Rainer to close things out.
Yeah, so definitely got the auto attack to pair with the Hanzo there, and again the siege. So where they may have wanted Sylvanas, that's going to turn into a Rainer without that being available. But you know, one of the things I noticed here, Kai, is ETC picked on the other side. By the way, thanks to whoever started that prediction. I appreciate it. That's probably you, wasn't it, Kai?
Yeah, it was.
So put your doubloons down now for whichever team you think might win this game number 1. But looking at the comp for Rise and Grind, they've got so many different potential interrupts for Mosh Pit. So the question then becomes, do you just decide to just switch it around and go straight to a Sage Dive, or do you still just take that Mosh to kind of threaten with it anyway?
Stick to the Mosh. I just like Mosh. I just feel like they'll get a little bit more value, because even though if they can catch, like, how many counters do they have? Just the poly
for Tychus.
But Tychus is always in front though, so if they can catch the Tychus, so
Spear
ETC would have to go
for Sonya.
That's there too. That depends.
And then Johanna, just don't even get me started. She's just an interrupt Mosh machine.
Johanna's, the timing of her condemn is going to play a big role in that. If she can get that condemn off just before, it automatically interrupts it. But we'll see how they play it out. But if it was me, I'd still go Mosh Pit and try to like land the good one, because for casters, landing a Mosh Pit is like, wow, you got some skill. It looks so good.
All right, well, let's get in here for game number 1. Towers of Doom. On the left, Rise and Grind. We've got Life DG on the Brightwing. Brother Nature going to be on the Mephisto. Eris on the Tychus. Azaral Abyss going to be on the Johanna. And Lost Dispatch going to be on the Sonya.
Nice. And on the right-hand side in the red trunks, we got Zephy playing that Zul. Cranetics on the ETC. Nugs on the Hanzo. Naira is going to be playing that Ana. And Dagny on that Rainer. This is your squad. Can cleanse salt.
Right away, both teams. Actually, you know, Zul starting up in the top side, trying to get a little bit of an advantage there. But Dagny taking all kinds of poke as they're able to come in and get a lot of damage early. But a lot of that is the Tychus burst. So once you get through that minigun, then you need some kind of finisher. Brother Nature, I think, can do that with the Mephisto, but if it's all time at the same time, you can get that kill and walk away, or you get that kill, or you gotta walk away there.
True, and they choose to walk away. I'm going to be very curious to see the positioning on their backline for CCS, because they're playing in, like, look at Rainer's positioning. He's playing in front of the tank. Not the best place to be in, especially when you're like a glorified minion.
Yeah,
we'll
he's,
see. I'll
he's
keep
trying
an eye
to
on
flank
that.
in from the bot. That's a classic Lee Ming move, which I know Dagny has played some mages in his day. So it's more of a, I think that's more of a learned positioning kind of thing. But you're right. I think Rainer's more of a front to back kind of hero. So flanking with Jimmy can be a little bit dangerous. We'll see if Rising Grind can make it pay for it.
Yep. Sappers online. Quick rotation from Rise and Grind onto the Sapper camp. Did they get theirs? And now CCS moving on to theirs.
You know what I noticed also, Kai, is Zol starting in the top lane early and letting the rest of CCS be able to clean that out has put him ahead in the rotation game. Sonya had fallen a little bit behind, but she's still doing a good job of keeping that XP advantage at a minimum.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Ooh, ETC!
Oof. Nira coming in just at the last second there with that heal. That was just enough to keep Krynatrix alive there.
Yeah. That was really good. Simple geometry. That's what Hanzo ability was, and he did go that.
Yeah, 10 stacks so far, so he's halfway there.
But Raynor did not go executioner. He went ace in the hold.
We got a couple members of CCS on the back here. And actually, Ana almost getting interrupted. Actually decides to cancel to stay in to heal up. So it's just going to be Hanzo backing as we head into our first altar phase. We're going to have, of course, the two up top and the one in mid. So a little bit less of a rotation for these solo laners. We'll have to see who decides to come up and how aggressive each of these teams want to be.
Uh-oh, they need to stop. Oh, there we go.
So Sonya going to be the first to cap on the top side. She's going to be able to come down. Big Condemn coming in from Azrael Abyss. And they're being pretty aggressive here. They're looking for kills. Multiple low. ETC just barely makes it out alive, Kai. And there it is again. If they don't have the dash in from the Mephisto, they're going to have trouble keeping kills. So I almost wonder if Brother Nature maybe wants to save that for the ability to go in once
and then they get the finishing
actually gets somebody low first.
Yeah, very true. Very true. But Sonya did actually rotate. I think Sonya's job this game is to make sure that she's matching Zul every time, like constantly on his tail. Zul currently at like 57, 58k in XP, and Sonya at 51. So still a bit of a gap, but Rise and Grind do hit their 7s first though.
Nope, that's APM. I'll find it eventually. There's XP.
Yeah. Control 4. That's the XP.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here we
Mother
go.
Nature getting kind of low. Does get the teleport in from Life PG though.
Good
First
job.
blood comes out here. Long time coming, but Rise and Grind able to finally get first blood in this match.
Finally close out, goes in their favor. That was crazy though, but the same thing, right? ETC initiated, but then the follow-up was lagging at this point in time because Dagny's position was a little bit off, and then Hanzo was on the other side as well, so they weren't able to secure that kill. And then Rise and Grind managed to turn that one around, and once again they turn out to Dagny.
And it's able to waddle his way on out. And I will say this much, without Sonya in the mix, Rise and Grind, like I said, does not have a big finisher. They're going to be good at poking people down and zoning out the members of CCS, but it's going to be a long game after level 10 if they can't finish kills, because level 10 is where CCS's comp is really going to come online here.
Yeah. It's a post-10 comp. If they can land some wombo combos, woohoo, that'd be nice.
So Sonya is down here. Lost Dispatch is going to get started on the cap. Meanwhile, the rest of the Rise and Grind pushing forward. And again, I like CCS here. Sticking with the double soak. Zephy just continuing to go back and forth, getting a little bit of an XP lead, but it's going to be caught up much by Sonya getting that mid wave there. And for now, they're just waiting. They're just being patient, waiting until their comp really comes online at 10. I like this call.
Yeah, you can sacrifice altars for now. That's okay. It doesn't matter. 36 to 28, still okay. But as long as you know when your comp comes online, you can always turn that around. This is a comeback map. This is called a comeback map for a reason. points don't matter. But heroics are on a line. If you want me, I can go over the side of CCS real
Sounds good to
quickly.
me.
Yep, we got Dragon Arrow, we got Mosh Pit, we got Skeleton Mages, Nano Boost, and we have Hyperion.
And now CCS with their level 10s moving forward, kind of pushing in those sappers, getting some nice damage on the front wall. And Azrael Abyss is kind of stepping up though. They have level 10s online. There's the Dragon Arrow though with the slide. Mosh Pit is going to hit one. Does not initially get interrupted, and Tychus is going to go down. And we're going to see that that ult pop there by Mephisto, but not really going to do too much there. There's the leap as they look to counter engage after that pick. They're going to get the turnaround kill onto Hanzo. So it's 1-for-1, Kai.
That was crazy there. EDC just a little slow on that mosh pit. Otherwise, that was a 4-man mosh right there. They still did manage to get that Tychus, so Tychus did not pick his ult as of yet, and ETC got really angry and left the game. He's like, this is it. I couldn't get my mosh pit. GG's. Let's go to the next one. And he just leaves. He just leaves it.
Just
It
out.
was so well played though. The Dragon Arrow came out like right there. ETC, if he was just a little closer, oh my god, maybe a bit of miscommunication over there. As we see, it was because of some lag. But that could have turned out really, really bad for Rise and Grind. But they came out. Tigers did go down, but they did get a return kill, but they did have to commit Sonya's ult to it.
I almost wonder if that had anything to do with the DC. Probably not, but
No.
you gotta wonder there if maybe that was lag at all or issues with that. But
Yeah.
it looks like he is back in the game, and we are ready to jump right back in. By the way, level 10's in for Rise and Grind. That's gonna be the Draken Laser Drill along with the Blessed Shield that is Consume Souls, along with the Blink Heal and the Leap. And meanwhile, they're engaging. They find the engage onto Ana, and Mira trying to just skate on out with less than 40 health. Just barely misses the Skull Missile there on the other side. And
That was a great
somehow
job
they turn
by
on
ETC.
Johanna.
Yeah, that was a great job by ETC. ETC just stood in front of Mephisto, so Mephisto couldn't get an auto attack. And then the skill shot missed as well, but Ana was there to safety. They got the return kill on the Johanna, as Johanna got stuck there too. Got caught out there. I think it was the ETC slide on top of it that kind of got him.
There's going to be camp stolen for CCS. It's now 2-2 on the kill count, but about a 3/4 of a level lead right now for CCS. They're going to get this level 13 talent here in soon, and they could look to try to push in with it. They're trying to push the Sapper onto the bot side, the entire fort front wall down, and they're going to try to get started on this bell tower next.
Yep. Ooh.
Little dash, little slide. Everybody's jigging tonight.
There we go. Hyperion popped in. Dagny taking power shots. I think Johanna's looking. They have all their ults available. Johanna's looking. There comes the Sonya from the back. Leap comes out. Blessed Shield. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was the big rotation, and this continually keeps happening. We've got Zol, very, very hard committing to the double soak, but Sonya continually rotates down to give them the 4v5, and this time Rise and Grind was really able to take full advantage of it. They're going to make it a 4-for-0, and now they're going to go ahead and get started on this bell tower, convert the bottom bell tower, and you and I both know, Kai, how influential that can be on this map.
Oh yes. That is half of the name of the game, but this altar will also be channeled at bottom here by Live DG. So they played it really well, Rise and Grind. They waited till they got the bell tower. Once they got the bell tower, that's when they channeled it. Because now, because they got the bell tower, you have 5 shots, not the 4 shots that come out. So all they got to do now is just defend this and let Sonya do Sonya things in the top lane and match the Zul. If Sonya needs help, they can kind of rotate. But if they can get these sappers over these lines, that's another 3 shots there.
Yeah, for each sapper that goes into the kill zone, it'll jump into the core and take another health away. But ETC getting low, they're trying to block them, but there they go. 2 more shots directly into the core, and that's now just 12 left on the core for CCS.
That's crazy. That's crazy. 36-12. Oh my god, and Rainer steps up a little bit. Johanna, unforgiving, destroys her behind the line. That was a good pick right there. Oh my god.
Yeah, they saw Brother Nature going on this, so Azrael Abyss just steps up, hit the condemn, is able to get the Q out, and yeah, that's Rainer going down. They were able to kill the big minion instead of just all the little minions.
Yep. ETC making a rotation? They're all making a rotation, in fact. Okay,
Yeah,
what's the play here?
they are looking to maybe try to counter engage this, and they're gonna get a little impatient. They come in, the slide's not gonna find them, and Lost Dispatch escapes. So they're gonna be able to convert this bell tower, but they miss out on the actual gank itself, Kai. So now they're not gonna have a man advantage. But 16 comes in for CCS, and I think this is their opportunity. They really need to try to take advantage of this and try to engage. I think this is one of the last opportunities they're going to have to be able to turn the momentum around.
Yep, here we go. They're all waiting. Uh-oh. Skeleton Mages come out. Condemn comes out. Dragon Arrow comes out. Consume Soul. Great mosh pit on the back line, but it's not going to help. And ETC goes down. And they, oh my god, they just turned it around so fast. ETC went down. Zul went down. Ana went down. I thought that Draken Laser is not the best pick on this map. You can go Commandeer Odin, it does more, but I guess it kind of worked out for them.
Yeah, that laser drill I've been seeing more and more commonly used, and now the boss being taken. The boss is going to shove 4 more shots over into the core. They'll get the kill on Hanzo just for good measure. And just like that, team number 1 goes over to Rise and Grind here on Towers of Doom.
Wow. Very well played by Rise and Grind, my god. That was a 12-minute game. It was so well played by them. They stayed calm, focused, they knew when to use their ults, even though CCS has a post-10 team, they kind of played it really, really well. I liked how Rise and Grind played that.
Yeah, 11-2 on the kill count kind of gives you an idea of the state of the game in a lot of ways. And yeah, they play, like I said, they played their comp well. They knew what their comp was meant to do. And they came in and just kind of, they engaged when they needed to. You know, they were able to get the advantage early, zoned early. And when CCS was ready to fight, they had an answer for it.
Yeah, exactly. They were just patient. They waited for them. And I felt like ETC, ETC missed a couple of slides here and there. If those could have connected, maybe things would have gone a little bit differently there. But we'll blame the lag for that. So it's okay. Game number 1, that's fine. Kind of rusty, that's okay. These two teams are actually like 5th and 6th position. Clan Sol currently 5th place and Rise and Grind 6th spot. So very close in those rankings to each other. But Rise and Grind putting on a very, very good show at the moment. We'll see coming into game number 2 if that continues, or can CCS come back around. So we'll see.
Yeah, we will indeed see. And while we set up here for game number 2, we're going to go to a quick break, but we'll be back as soon as we go into the draft for the next game.
Infernal Shrines.
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2. We've got Infernal Shrines coming at you. CCS electing to take the map pick here after that game 1 loss. I've been seeing more and more teams do that, though, Kai.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple of teams, like, I think that whole curse of like the first pick, getting first pick is gone. Like, nobody cares now. They want maps because teams are kind of practicing different strats and different maps now. So I've noticed that as well, where they're switching off from first pick and going on to the map. So we'll see how Infernal Shrines plays out. I like Infernal Shrines. I was surprised it wasn't the first map that was played. No. But yeah, like 90% of my cast, game number 1, Infernal Shrines. Like, this has been the hottest map coming in for NGS Season 11.
Yeah, it's pretty consistently, I think, been the most popular map. But I think it's just because the map objective is so predictable and so easy to control. I would say this map has less RNG than any other. The only real RNG here comes when the objective decides where it's going to be at the start of the game, can be any of the 3, and then you could still predict it to a certain extent because it will never go into the same lane. So it'll go into one of the other 2, So there's a little bit of RNG there, but even then, we're talking about a 50-50 chance of where you
Right,
want to
exactly.
put your tokens, essentially. Where do you want to
Mm-hmm.
what do you want to bet on?
Yeah, they just don't want to give Crinetix that Diablo.
Yeah.
This is such a good Diablo map. They're like, nope, no Diablo for you. Great map for Hogger, great map for Sonya and the Brightwing. Great bands coming out. My God, these are good bands. They research each other. But just on general, even overall, the bands that they've gone, Hogger, Diablo, Brightwing, Sonya are very, very strong. First bit coming out, D.Va. D.Va also has good capabilities on this map.
Yeah, the bomb can be very, very solid on the point to get you a few extra shrine minions, but also to be able to zone them out of the point a little bit to give yourself some room to reset and regroup, get a little healing going. The KT, talk about shrine clear. He is one of the preeminent shrine clearers in the game that isn't a frontliner. You know, you think Sonya, Kerrigan, but when you talk about AoE damage, Kael'thas really ticks that box.
That's true. That's very true. Kael'thas can be really annoying in splitting up your team as well with those living bombs there. But we're gonna see how Rise and Grind kind of manage their way around that. Because in the last round, in the last one, they were kind of grouping up to each other. We'll see how they do that over here now in game number 2.
Meanwhile, Johanna going to be stolen away here by Crynetrix, and we're going to see Falstad and Anduin coming out. So no ban on Falstad this time, so we're going to see him picking that up before it's the ban is available. And they wanted to avoid the healer chokehold, which I like a lot. So Rise and Grind picks up the Anduin without the Brightwing being available, and they can apply the healer chokehold themselves now if they like.
Yes, definitely. Falstad really, really good on this map as well. That's what Harkin says too. Falstad a solid pick for them. Just got to remember, you cannot go the dishonorable discharge ability at level 1.
Right. Nice thing is, though, for that specific talent, is that because it's on level 1, it doesn't automatically have to be a DQ. You can just remake. It's still the beginning of the game.
True, if they catch it. If they catch it.
That's true.
If they don't catch it, then, well, too sad.
Yeah, what can we do at that point? So,
Exactly.
but Zalana is going to be banned out once again. So, Rise and Grind really wanted to make sure that I believe Dagny would be their Sylvanas player, but now going to go to the Vala Oracle instead. So kind of an old combo, but typically you'd see a secondary healer and kind of do the Holy Trinity for Vala because she's got such a low health pool. She kind of needs that without being at risk to be burst down here.
Yeah, very true. Maybe no, they won't have it. No, they won't have an offlaner then.
Yeah, no, this is definitely well. You know, you could put the
Here we go
you could do some
The
weird stuff.
3-man. Yeah, you could.
Yeah, the
I like
3-man
the
can be a kind of in the solo, but then that puts Kael'thas and Joe on their own. I don't know, it's a whole thing. We'll see what they do, though.
That'd be rough for them. But Chromie coming out. Chromie very strong on this map. Slowing Sands. If Slowing Sands is picked, she can like really zone out people. And just drop Slowing Sands in the middle of the objective, and it's oh my god. This can't get out, and I have a lot of problem with that. You know that, Jay. Being my healer is like, oh, get out of the Slowing Sands. I can't.
Yeah, so no surprise there. Yrel going to be picked up on the front line. But that does give a little extra protection to Vala. That's two really strong frontliners. Be able to zone away the Falstad, try to zone away the D.Va. Good luck with that, but they're going to give it a shot at least. And you know what I also like about the Yrel pick is the ability for her to knock back the mech. So once it goes into that explosion, you can actually knock it back just a little bit to give your team a little extra room to back away from it, and then you can do your leap to get on out.
Yeah, very true. Very true. We'll see if it comes to that, because sometimes in the heat of the moment, like when a team fight breaks out, it's a little hard to, especially if they're all clumped up together with the D.Va bomb on top of them, to get the angle that you want to smack it at. You got to be like really, really good at doing that.
Disciplined.
Yeah, you got to be very disciplined. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if they kind of get through that.
All right. Well, the prediction is up. And put down those doubloons, everybody. Who do you think's going to win this game number 2? Rise and Grind. Looking real strong in that first one, but there's a reason CCS brought us here. This, I would imagine, is one of, if not their best map, if their backs are against the wall here. why not? Why leave it all on the table, right, guy? Might as well put it all out.
Put it all out. Put it all out.
All right, well, game number 2, Infernal Shrines. On the left, we've got Rise and Grind. Lost Dispatch going to be on the Diva. Brother Nature on the Falstad. We've got Eris playing the Chromie. Azrael Abyss going to be on the May. And last but not least, we've got Life DG on the Anduin.
And on the right-hand side in the red trunks, we got Nux playing that KT Naira on the Johanna. Cryptics on the Johanna. Naira is going to be playing the Oriole. We have Zephy on the Yarel, and on the Vala is going to be Dagny. That is your squad in red. Can't cleanse salt.
You really can't cleanse it either, because they don't have a cleanse on their team this time, Kai.
Yeah, they don't. Look at the bomb. Yes, keep spreading the bombs, baby. Where's Falstad going? Oh, they want that Vala so bad. Can they get her? Yes, they can. Oh my god.
Oh, I love it when Kai casts exactly the same way that he plays. It's amazing.
It's like, oh my god, where are you going? It's crazy.
If anyone ever wanted to know what Bankai's comms sound like in game, it's exactly like that.
Oh, jeez, that's funny. What are you doing? Why?
Brother Nature being a little aggressive down here, flying down to the bot side. Maybe a little bit of a. Oh, look out! The stun. Nug's gonna have to try to go up.
Boy.
Gets hit by the time trap, and no way they're gonna make it out. But now multiple people piling in to try and help them. Put
What is going on?
Well, it's a very hectic start. Dagny going to be zoned out by the stun. That's going to allow Falstad to get in there with the lightning rod.
They do know that this is an actual game, right? We're not in an ARAM. Like, we're not in a brawl.
Is honorable discharge they're not supposed to take at level 1?
Yes. Yes. And I said it too. Well, but as casters, we can't say it, but now it's up to them to figure that out. Like,
yeah. Well, we'll just keep casting as if we didn't see it. No.
Yeah, we're just gonna pretend.
I mean, that's up to them.
Oh, there goes the pause. Oh no!
Somebody must have been like, "Hey."
It's like, what happened? Well, I think this discharge is banned.
Yeah, I think
Chromie's like DC again.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a thing. We'll have to figure out exactly what we're gonna do with that, because at this point, I think Rise and Grind, I think CCS might be okay with the remake, right? Because they're down 3-0 in the kill count.
Maybe.
So a do-over kind of favors them at this point.
What does the actual rules say? Where can I get them?
I believe that if you take it, then the other team is allowed to ask for a DQ, but I don't know. We'll see ultimately what they decide to do with this. It's up to the captains to decide initially what they're okay with, and you can get the mod involved if you want to be extra safe. But I get the feeling that we're in for a little bit of a wait while we try and figure this out. So I'm actually tempted, and I think I'm going to execute taking us onto a BRB screen real quick while they figure this one out.
Yep. And now they're asking for the casters, but
we can't talk because we're just spectators, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put us on a BRB screen, but we'll be back as soon as we figure this whole mess out. And yeah, we'll see y'all in a bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We're gonna take two. Try again here for our game number 2. On the left, Rise and Grind. We still got Lost Dispatch on the Diva. Azrael Viss playing the May. We've got Brother Nature on the Falstad. Life DG on the Anduin. And we've got Eris on the Proby.
Nice. And on the right hand side in the red trunks, we got Nugs playing. Wait, who's Nugs playing? Nugs is playing the. Never mind. Critics is playing the Johanna. And now I can see Nugs is playing the KT. Dagny on the Vala. We got Myra on the Oriole. And in the offlane on the Urel is Zephy. That's your squad.
He's playing the guy on the bar of soap.
Yeah, the bars of soap. This time Falsa is not as aggressive. Yeah.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. I was like, what is going on? He was so aggro, but that's fine though. Quick cleanup off the waves.
Yeah. So that'll erase the 3 for nothing that Rise and Grind started with. But makes sense, you know, maybe without that level 1, maybe it doesn't get quite as much value there. They're still pretty aggressive on the rotations here. Gonna get some damage out, but this time CCS gonna be maybe a little bit less aggro back into them, and is able to clear out and stay fairly healthy here.
Siege camps are up. We'll see which team starts off on them.
Tell you what, Kai, there were some times in some of these NGS games over the years where I would have paid good solid money to have a bit of a redo like that. But,
I know, right?
First couple minutes not going well. Let's just hit the restart button.
Let's restart. They picked the band talent. Like, what? What are you talking about? Let me restart the game.
You know what I'm talking about. Remake.
Alright, but all of them start off onto their siege camps. We'll burn this down pretty fast.
Both teams gonna grab those siege camps out right quick in the mid. I think either team wants to make a priority towards bot. Looks like both teams are rotating there. A little bit of a time trap here, a chat size there, but CCS will make it out none the worse for wear.
Uh-oh, Falset is low. This is a 4-man rotation. Oh.
Lost Dispatch can hit jets and get on out of there. Looks like Rise and Grind might be setting up for the camp down bot, but they're not gonna actually start it here. But they are gonna maybe take a look at trying to zone this off and just keep an eye on it at least.
Oh, Vala. Oh, Vala. Where art thou, Vala? Oh, wait, Falset.
Look at the gravity lapse out of the barrel roll. Almost enough to get Brother Nature down. Predicted there by Nugs. Very nicely done. And with Brother Nature so low and having to go back, that's going to enable CCS to go ahead and come down and grab the camp. And it is scouted by Rise and Grind, but nothing they can really do here. 4v3.
Yeah. Cellhouse says that, I mean, in all fairness, the band talent wouldn't have had any influence on the early game last make. Still fun to see the game resume, though.
Always glad to see these teams come to a quick resolution over a problem like that. I really respect teams that are good-natured and good sports about that. That's always fun to see, and that's what you see more often than not here in the NGS. That's why we love to play it so much.
Yeah, that's very true. Both of these teams are they've kind of secured their spots in the playoffs, so they're not really like fighting for playoff contention, playoff lives right now.
More just seeding.
Yeah. Oh, they started the objective, but May, okay. Oh no.
Yeah, May eating a lot of CC, then ends up needing to get that leap of faith there. While looks like right now it's pretty even on the point. Lost Dispatch is up top. And is starting to get some progress done on it, but Zerby going to come back up to match. And right now, Lost Dispatch does have that Diva Bomb ready to go. We'll have to see when they want to maybe try to utilize that. Going in deep, takes a little bit of damage, but the whip actually knocking it around. Then gets moved back by Zerby. This that bomb going everywhere there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that whip by Ariel can hit the mech as well. But KT gets picked off.
Yeah, caught out down bot, alone, far away from their healer. Now they're starting to take a lot of poke. And even though CCS has a little bit of a lead on the point here, it looks like Rise and Grind is getting the positioning, but they go chasing Vala on the bottom. Is that going to cost them here? The whip gets a few, and Mortar Puncture goes over to CCS despite the kills.
They're still fighting. They're still fighting. They're like, oh, come here. We're down one, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna fight.
Rise and Grind going to rotate to the Punisher. Actually bait the jump, so it's going to stay out front of the gate and only take shots from those first 2 towers. We do have the time trap going off on the backside, kind of trolling a little bit there.
I mean, they gave them a free clear though on their Punisher because 2 of them went top, and then obviously KT was coming back. So not a lot of value coming out from that first Punisher, but you don't see a lot anyway. Most you would see is the front wall being taken out along with that sippy cup maybe, but we didn't even see that happen.
Nice time trap from Eris there. Johanna coming in hot there right as Falstad's trying to pick up the point, so nice stall tactic with that time trap in the bush. Love to see it. Meanwhile, Camp third out mid for CCS. They're going to be pushing a little bit here as they've got a little bit of a lead here trying to get to level 10.
Oh, Chromie used her cheat code and got her early access to her ultimate.
That's right. She's in the beta, Kai. Look out.
She's in the beta. But Heroics Online for the side of CCS should go over real quickly. We got Blessed Shield, we have Crystal Aegis, Arden the Defender, Rain of Vengeance, and KT doesn't even want one.
I mean, that usually tells me that he's going Pyroblast and just doesn't want to show it. Because otherwise he would just go ahead and pick up Phoenix, right?
He went Phoenix!
Oh, there it is.
Wow.
You're thinking about it.
He went Phoenix, yeah. Well, Heroics are online for Rise and Grind as well.
Yeah, we already saw that that Slowing Sands earlier, but this is going to indeed be the Bunny Hop, which we've been seeing becoming more popular to pair along with Avalanche, Hinterland's Blast, Kai, instead of the Gods, and we've got Light Bomb.
I don't know if they had gone with Ice Wall or maybe a setup. And then go Hinterland's Blast on top of that as soon as the ice wall falls. If they catch somebody, that makes sense.
Avalanche is a pretty good setup for it too, because it groups them all together in addition to CCing them and putting them exactly where they can, like you can predict exactly where they're going to come out. And that, usually that Hinterlands is long enough that she's not going to avalanche them out of your range.
Yeah, but that all depends on if he can position well, right? If May can position well enough to get a 4-man or 5-man avalanche, that's easy. That's easier said than done. You know, it's hard.
Sure, it's pretty fun.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, but there is the Rain of Vengeance, and yeah, Sarah's. Whoa, where did Chromie go?
They just wrecked Chromie there so
here,
fast.
Maybe? Like, I don't know. It's gone. She got tossed.
He got tossed. But that avalanche did come out there. Oriole goes down, Vala goes down. The follow from the Anduin with that light bomb to kind of get them stuck in that one position, and then the boosters from the Diva as well to knock them out of position. Well played. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Or 2 for 2. Yeah, 2 for 1.
And those kills were so long ago, the first one anyway, that Chromie's already back up. Like, that timer's super low, and that fight dragged on for so long. No, meanwhile, Joe in all kinds of trouble. There's the Hinterlands. That's going to be enough to take down and now stagger the kills a little bit here for CCS.
This is going to be a Frozen Punisher. I like Frozen Punishers. They shut things down.
Yeah, it's like you've got Sylvanas on your team during that push.
Exactly. It's like, oh. Where's Dagny going?
Going in.
It's like, I'm going, guys.
A little bit here. Big damage coming out from Sarah. Ouch.
And he just walked into all of them like, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you know, you can't help getting hit by the first one, right? Because you never know where it's coming from. The second one you can sometimes predict, but you don't know exactly where the Chromie decided to put it. But the third one, you should know exactly where that's going.
Right. As you don't take all 3 hits.
Yep. If you're paying attention, you never get hit by the third one.
So this is what I was talking about, like from a first objective, this is generally what you're looking at, getting.
Yeah, and a little bit of zoning from that as well, but it doesn't give you a lot of extra seats unless you push with it. 4v5 on the bot side, so Rising Grind can't push in too much, but good defense by CCS, but it's at the cost of a little bit of XP as Lost Dispatch is out here soaking during this entire period.
Yep. Rise and Grind playing it very, very well. Very good.
Yeah, they're really on tonight.
Yep, they're on tonight.
Still a lot of match left. Can't cleanse that. Ooh, can't cleanse salt. For a second there, I was about to say can't connect stuns, because, you know, there's too many.
There's so many of them.
And a lot of them are can't, right? You know, can't create acronyms, I think was one of my
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Oh, slowing sand on the top. Oreo taken down there. Oh my
god. Stuck in the slowing sands, and right now, Erebus is having quite a game on Chromie. I've seen a lot of good Chromie games, but this one's really taking the cake. Brother Nature not quite finding the mark there on that Hinterlands, but respect him throwing it out there in the choke. You know, you never know what you might get out of that. And it's a pretty long cooldown if it doesn't hit anybody. But you know, if you can get just one or two, then it'll be back up.
It's worth it. Yeah, that's worth it. Especially in that choke point. I mean, if May was positioned just a little bit lower, she could have blocked them in there with her trait with Cryo Freeze, and then he blasts Hinterlands on top of that. Ooh.
Right.
I can see that happening quite a bit.
16's coming in soon for both of these squads. Rise and Grind pushing in a little bit into the mid. Brother Nature taking a little bit of damage as Zephy comes down and hits the Goomba Stomp, boops him around a little bit, but nothing that Life DG can't handle on the backside here.
Yeah. These time traps from Chromie, oh my god. Every single time. God. Doing it so well. Doing it so well.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch. You don't get to see a lot of Chromie. It gets banned out a lot in NGS, and not a whole lot of people play it for that reason. Like, it's almost like, why practice it? A hero that's gonna always be banned. But there's another time trap, and Unstoppable gonna have to be popped there. The Iron Skin gonna get them out of that slowing sands. Nicely done. Yeah. A worthwhile cooldown. The level 16's now in for both teams as Shrine activating in the top side. And look out. Full rotation coming in here from CCS. Lost Dispatch, I think
you saw him.
No, there's a little bit of a lip here, Kai. I don't know that they saw it. They see him now, obviously, but just barely missed the vision. Hits the Jets to get on out.
Yeah, it does have the bomb, and I'm pretty sure he's going to use the bomb on the objective. It is going to be an arcane Punisher.
That is going to be camp stolen, so Rising Ryan going to have to clear that out. And it's going to stall the wave a little bit, so a little bit of siege value extra for CCS. And now they are on the point first, and they are already getting themselves a nice lead here, Kyle.
Yep. Brother Nature just flew in. They took the Jets. Bunny Hop comes out, forces everybody to go. Oh, Aegis, Crystal Aegis used already on the Oreo. Oh, Light Bomb on to the Diva Mag. The pull gets pulled in. Diva Bomb hitting. Crynex taking so much damage. Vala goes down in the meantime after taking out the Diva. So 1 for 1 so far. Subdue completed on that Johanna. So that's an 80% slow now. Whoever she catches.
And 1 for 1 exchange as they get back onto the point. Hinterlands comes in, doesn't quite find the mark as they just split around it. Not synced up there as Avalanche pushes just the Urel out, but I mean 7 more for CCS. This objective is over, Kai.
This is gone. This is gone. This is for CCS right now. Well, once again, the question is, they won the first objective as well, but what do they do with the second one now? The last time they just gave up. They gave it a free clear, but I think this time, hopefully, they push with it. Yeah, they do. Okay.
Yeah, Urel is going to go out soak, but this is going to be a 4-man push as soon as Vala gets here, but still waiting. Let the shield goes down. Brother Nature super low. Survives with sub 100 health. Life
oh
DG
my
with the
god. It's the slowing sands, I tell you. Look at where Vala is.
Yeah,
what?
Dagny right now. Dagny super high, bro. But multiple members low, so nobody on Rise and Grind deciding to turn around and try and punish that positioning.
Oh my god. That was real funny.
I love it, though. I love that Dagny taking advantage of that situation. And, you know, he figured Aegis is up. You know, he could be a little aggressive, right?
The Nasty says so many meme talents, and by talents he means ults. So many meme ults. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting to see the avalanche into the hinder blast. I want to see that. I've seen the blizzard stun into the hinder blast, which worked when they got the Johanna. But I want to see the. This would be a good time. Here we go. He's coming from the back. Okay. Perfect setup. Perfect setup. Let's go.
Has already been used.
Yeah. Damn it. Damn it.
Yeah, Brother Nature, I would say not being very disciplined with that cooldown, right?
Yeah.
Just throwing it out a little bit too much. Has missed the last few. I think that's 3 in a row that's just found nobody. And that thing is a long cooldown, 120 seconds with a 30-second cooldown for each hero hit. So if you hit 4, you get it back instantly.
Instantly, yeah.
And
Double hit.
30 or 60 cooldowns are pretty much the lowest that you see for heroics. You know, amongst the lowest. So if you even hit 2, then that makes it a very strong ult. But if you're continually missing it, then you might as well have taken Gust.
Yeah, that's.
For that disengage potential, which they could have used a few times this game so far. Now both teams approaching level 20, slight level lead. There's a Blessed Shield as Barrel Roll comes out to avoid any further engagement onto Brother Nature at the very least, but they are moving forward. Big poke damage, but the heal comes out from Naira there. And it looks like for now CCS is going to think better of this one. And they tried to get that level 20 engage, but a nice job by Rise and Grind falling back there.
Yep, very good. Yeah, they wanted that pre-20 fight. In fact, both squads are kind of looking for it, but Rise and Grind much closer to their level 20s right now. Piercing Sand's already picked by that Chromie because Chromie cheats. But here we go. They're all online now. We got Storm Talons.
With that ping in the top lane, they know Rise and Grind are all up top, so they're going to go ahead and move in and take that bottom fort. I like that call from CCS.
I'll go over the Storm Talents on the side of CCS real quickly over here while we're still not fighting. We got Radiating Fate, we have a Flamethrower, we have a Diamond Resolve. Seraphim on a Far Flight Quiver. Okay. I don't know if I like that talent, but I guess it increases her range, so that's good.
And you memorize all the names of the 20 talents? That's dedication. I don't have that. I know Piercing Sands because I played Chromie, but Ablative Armor, Cascade, Called, Wild Hammer, and Glyph of Faith.
Glyph of Faith.
I know that one. But...
The double pulls coming out from that Anduin. He had some good pulls.
He definitely has, and now he's going to have twice as many. And here they come on into the points as a little bit of a knockback there, trying to get a little bit of room, but Brother Nature has got the bomb, takes a little bit of damage. Stagning diving in on the backside. We'll see the Glyph coming out. Hinterland's got to take out Urel.
We got a normal cooldown now. The range is increased.
Being finished there.
Damage is increased.
Nature in all kinds of trouble, tries to roll out, but gets taken out there. That is going to be Frozen Punisher going over to Rise and Grind. This fight is not over yet. Aegis has popped right into the Flowing Sands, though. No cleanse available. Iron Skin still on cooldown, and Johanna doesn't make it out. Sylvana.
May still wants blood.
Yeah, May still going in. We're gonna see Ariel making it out. Yeah, they'll all exit stage north there.
Oh my god. And this is a Frozen Punisher. This thing's gonna like hurt. It shuts down everything, but they do a good job. They should have pulled it closer to that the mid keep to get a little bit more damage there. But a 3v5, 3v4 defense coming out from here. That's a good pull on the Oreo. Pull it back, let it take shots. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Rise and Grind doesn't have a ton of siege, but they're gonna have more than enough to take down this keep first keep of the game. But I'll tell you what, Kai, the interesting thing about Infernal Shrines is this actually, in my opinion, still leaves the map advantage to Cat Clan Salt, because we know 100% that one of these next Punishers are going to be in top or mid. And look at the top and mid lane. It's totally an advantage of CCS. As long as they manage that bottom lane and don't allow the minions to build up there to take down the core, they actually have the advantage with both their fort and wells in those lanes for the next two.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. 100% agree.
Just goes to show how valuable getting that fort damage out can be on this map. Kind of like, well, Sky. People play that game a lot more on maps like Sky. But we are going to see a bit of an engage here. CCS charging in. Dagny getting low. Caught out a little bit. The Hinterlands gets interrupted by the planted shield, though. 3-man avalanche isolating 2 members up top, and they make it out. CCS getting maybe a little. Oh, look out for the bomb! It's gonna be knocked back by Zeppi. If they all were sitting there backing when the bomb went off, I would have lost it.
That would have been funny. I know, that would have been like, what?
I would have died.
But if man had just held on to that avalanche just 4 seconds, because that's how much the Hinterland was counting down to 4 seconds, could have seen that combo come out, and that would have been dangerous, because with that upgrade on the Storm Talon and the Call of the Wild Hammer, that's the range increase and 25% damage increase, so that would have hurt hard, and maybe things would have changed around, but oh well. I was so excited. I was like, yes, you got a 3-man avalanche. Let's go, Hinterland bus. Oh wait, it's on cooldown.
No, it's on cooldown. It was on the 10-second cooldown. It was on the short one because Hinterlands never went off. It was interrupted.
Yeah.
But that 10 seconds was enough that it did not have it for that avalanche follow-up once again, unfortunately.
Well, that too. If he wouldn't have gotten interrupted, he probably would have used it already, and the avalanche would have gone to waste regardless of what it is. So
right, because
that's kind of work out.
Yeah, they're not picking that up, unfortunately, but they're still winning a lot of these team fights. I mean, I'm not going to argue much with the fact that they're 9-2 right now on the kill count, right? Like,
that's true.
They're getting the job done anyway.
But Oriole gets
here. Oriole is very, very caught out. Now trying to rotate back in, but in comes the team. They have arrived in time, so that Aegis stalled it out enough. Now they're under the tower, taking a lot of damage. And CCS continue to pursue enough. The Condemned comes out, and they slow lock Dispatch. They get the stun. Avalanche doesn't find any targets there, and at least the mech goes down. Bombs being spread everywhere, and they've still got a long way home here, Kai.
Holy, and the fight keeps continuing on. Yrel did use the Ardent Defender, but gets no damage on top of that. They're after Lost Dispatch, but Lost Dispatch might go down over here as Vala will get her last multi-shot off right now. No! She gets taken down by the Anduin. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Chromie gets picked off, so it's a 1-for-1. But man, big trouble there. Great whips coming out from that Oriole there, but I think that's going to be it. 2-for-1. No, Falstad's back. Falstad wants some action. Oh, he falls back.
Neither of these teams want to give up, but Topport barely lives off of that push. And so the advantage still to CCS here, especially in the mid. They've got nearly their full court and the well. Meanwhile, a 2-for-1 exchange. That was maybe a little aggressive by CCS, especially Dagny just continued chasing in, but gotta give credit to Falstad there, being able to come in and finish off that kill as Brother Nature gets the counter.
Yeah, that's true. But this objective is going to go in favor of Team CCS. Oh, they're 39ing it? Oh, 36ing it? That's a new thing now, 36? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, now they Brother Nature went and stole their camp. Oh, no.
Nugs got scared a little bit.
Okay, so they are 39ing it, but you're gonna 39 it, but what are you gonna do with that value? So they're gonna clean up.
They wanted to push out the bot lane, and I get that. But they have a 2-for-1 advantage. But the Kael'thas, or no, sorry, the Vala was not gonna be up by the time they got all the way through. The other two were gonna be because it's gonna be pushing into Rise and Grind's area of the map. So I like that call. Now you can clean all this up. Make sure you're at max health, give it every advantage, and just wait this out until you're good and ready.
They're not waiting it out. They started a fight. They're like, let's go!
There's Hinterlands to follow up the bunny hop to get the one hit onto Ariel, but not going to be quite enough to really get any kills there. And now I like this call from Rising Grind. They're going to start the point, and they're going to eventually force CCS to actually come in and get this, because otherwise they can just stall it out forever. And now they get to force the fight off of this as well.
Mm-hmm. PT threw in, oh man, I forget what his ability is called. Yeah. Fame Strike, yeah. But it missed everybody. It missed all of the
Shrine Monkeys just parted like the Red Sea yet again. Oh no, that time they got one.
Oh, this time they got it.
Just barely got one. Yep. That's pretty funny. Throwing in blind Qs. He's got Flamethrower at level 20, so he's got that extra range on it too.
Yeah.
And CDR if it hits two or more targets. Yeah.
All right, we'll see. We're gonna see the defense come out now from Rise and Grind. But really they turn on to Diva.
Look at the stun chain. Hinterlands gets a little bit. It hits one, and Avalanche zoning a few people down, but that is going to be the mid keep falling. And Punisher still very healthy, 80%.
Very healthy.
Going to turn onto the core.
Oh my God!
Falstad gets blown up there by Kael'thas, and that is going to be, I think, it for this one, Kai. The core is falling. They're still trying to come in to defend this, but I just think that Punisher is too low.
No, this is it.
Core is too low, and game number 2 goes to CCS, as we're going to be setting up for game 3 here.
Give me my points! Well played, CCS. They played it really, really well coming into game number 2. We go to that coming to game number 3, but I still feel like Brother Nature on the Falstad kind of just... I noticed that every time a team fight would break out, he would throw Hinterlands Blast like right away, like not wait. They wouldn't try to combo in or anything like that. But I feel like if they would have taken their time, like May and Falstad together, along with the slowing sands, they could have done so much. But unfortunately, CCS played it much more disciplined. They waited for their cooldowns, and they comboed everything that they could. Dagny was a little aggro over there, like his positioning questionable, but nonetheless, they did come out with the dub. So well played, CCS. I like it. Thank you for the points. I appreciate it.
Well, there you go. All right, well, we are going to take a quick break. We'll give you guys one last snapshot of these talents so you can see what everyone was building into. And then we're going to go to a quick break while we set up for our game number 3. See you in just a few.
Oh, yeah.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Game number 3 is Rise and Grind, and CCS have traded a pair of games on Towers of Doom and Infernal Shrines. And now we'll stick with the Diablo theme as we go to BOE here for game number 3. Rise and Grind selecting first pick, first ban. And CCS taking us to this map. They've got a clear base. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, that's oh no, I got that right. Okay, no, we're good. Never mind. I take it all back. I think Kai is currently ordering some dinner. Well, he'll be back soon. Diablo gonna be the first ban here for Rise and Grind. I do wonder what Kai's ordering though. I had a lovely Easter dinner myself, but
I'm back. I just had to order something healthy because I can't eat a lot of stuff from outside or whatever. So yeah, just gotta make sure that it's good stuff. Just ordered a wrap, that's all.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Diablo themed map and a couple of early Diablo bans here is for the 3rd game in a row, the Lord of Terror will not be joining us. And it's only going to be banned out once again for CCS. They don't want to see a repeat of that from game number 1 from Lost Dispatch.
Yeah, definitely. But they stuck to the Diablo. They do not want Crinetics to play that Diablo. All 3 games. Just let him play, guys. Just let him play.
It's just for my hero. We got Hogger being thrown out once again and Brightwing. So same bans as the last game. So both these teams feel like they've made the adjustments they need to make. And Johanna, the most contested hero of the series so far, best I can tell. 2-0 for Johanna in this series. This time it's going over to Rise and Grind.
Yep, definitely. I mean, Johanna's okay, but I guess Johanna as a blinding light comes very handy on this map because this map is heavily flavored towards auto attackers. But I don't like Johanna on this map. Just staying when it comes to Varian and Sylvanas. You're able to stick off
You know what? Let's go ahead and get the Sylv before the third ban because he wants to play his hero this time around.
Sylv was banned twice as well, right? Like both games, Sylvanas was banned out.
The third ban in both games 1 and 2, so Dagny decides to grab it before they can ban it this time, and Vala gonna be stolen away. So this time we're gonna see what Eris can do with this hero.
Yep. I don't think Eris is gonna play as aggressively as Dagny did in the last game. Eris a little bit more off the back line, like stay at the back, do the damage sort of a character. But Eris was playing the mages in the last 2 games, right?
Well, here's the interesting thing is on this map, Kai, normally Vala players go Q build, which is what a lot of people refer to as Mage Vala. Because all of her damage is coming from Q, dash, reset for Q, and get a second one out. Post level 7 was repeating arrow, so it's actually more based on spell damage than it is on auto attack damage.
On auto attack damage. Fair enough. That makes sense. Well, let's see what the final ban is going to be on the side of Rise and Grind. It's going to be that Zul'jin. Oh, Zul'jin. Okay. I don't know who plays Zul'jin on CCS.
It could just be a map ban. They're like, oh, well, we're not banning Zul this time. Zul'jin.
But I mean, Artanis is there up too as an offlaner. Artanis pretty strong on this map. Li Ming is there as well. Those Li Ming orbs can do so much. Hanzo there too, and they go ahead and they pick the Hanzo.
Yeah, we saw Nugs with that Hanzo in game number 1. They're all going to be picked up here for Zephy, and the one big thing that we're missing here, Kai, there still could have been a healer ban as well. You could have taken out Stukov. You could have taken out the Ariel, but I don't necessarily. I don't know if that was the problem. Like there were a lot of heals, so it was a good Ariel play from CCS that last game, but I don't know if that was really the factor. So you might ban out something else here as well.
Ooh, oh, Brother Nature brings out that Mephisto again from game 1. He was a terror there. Ragnaros coming out. I don't know how I feel about Ragnaros. A lot of lane pressure with the lava waves there though, but
yeah, it's pretty interesting. On a 2-lane map like this, you don't get as much value. And yeah, it's going to be the Ariel once again for Nairo. Yeah, I think that Mephisto is a really good pick, because once again, Brother Nature can kind of dive in and maybe not get as punished as heavily for that aggressive play as he might have on the false stat of the game before, because he's coming back no matter what happens. It's not up to him.
True. Very true. Very true, but I'm very interested to see how this match kind of turns out to be. Troll's going to be going up against that Ragnaros. Who do you think wins that? They're both melee. They're both annoying. My vote's for Troll.
They both are melee heroes with ranged abilities. So really, it's up to whether or not we see Lost Dispatch step up far enough for Zephy to hit the root, and if they're able to hit the root, and be able to get in to get those quick hits with Wind Fury. That'll determine the trades for the most part. Also, whether or not he can dodge the meatball.
True. Very true.
Because that's a spicy meatball guy.
That's the spicy meatball.
I knew you'd have an answer for me for that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Game number 3 here in Division D East. On the left, we've got Rise and Grind. We've got Azaris playing the Vala, Brother Nature on the Mephisto, Life DG on the Anduin, Azrael Abyss on the Johanna, and Lost Dispatch on the Ragnaros.
And on the right-hand side in the red trunks, we got Naira once again on the Oreo. We got Nugs on the Hanzo. Crinfix this time is going to be playing that Varian. Dagny on the Sylvanas, coveted Sylvanas. And in the off lane, going right away there, it's going to be Zephy playing that Thrall.
Team is so clean with all of their soaked mounts.
I know, so clean.
love to see it. Big damage coming in early from Brother Nature. He didn't wait that all. Just
No.
as soon as he saw that
like,
condemn coming in, he's like, all right, here we go. Another big four down condemn. Yeah, 4-man condemn there from Azrael Abyss. You could call that a condemn.
Condemned. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take
You
that.
have my permission to steal it.
That was a real good
I'm
one.
not committed to. I'm not married to it.
But in the top lane, I'm keeping an eye on this and seeing. Right now, it just seems like as if Ragnaros is having a bit of a better time there.
Dag me!
Is he gonna make it?
Sub 10 health! Yikes! That Q.
Just hit a blinding light.
Yeah, right. Yeah, could have been a flashlight kill there. Been knocked over by a weak wind gust there. Yeah, up top, it's going pretty well for Zervi right now.
We're all just a little bit ahead in XP wise, not 1,000 to 700.
Oh, but Azrael a bit's getting taken down here. Camp already captured, but they're gonna make him pay. The CCS almost gives up first blood, but then comes back with a vengeance and gets first and second blood off the back end of that.
Wario goes nuts. It's like, I'ma show you, slap you. Slap you. That's how she got the 2 kills with her whips.
That's right.
But bruiser camps are up. Generally, you would like to take the bruiser camps around 2:30, I guess it is. That's when the announcement starts for the Immortals to come up. But CCS is going to hop on that real quickly. Maybe they hold it. Maybe they look for an invade. We'll see how they play it out.
Yeah, a bit of an early camp capture here, but not incredibly early, especially if CCS wants to stall this out a bit. Right now, I'd be screaming no Kappa, but Naya grabs it anyway.
Yeah, they capped it. Yeah.
Both
But
sides
perfect
gonna
timing
cap
on the
their
side of
camps.
Rise and Grind, though.
Yeah, it's going to be stalled up just a little bit longer. So, you really want it to offset with the Immortal spawning. So you can see it's already in lane now, and Lost Dispatch will have a little bit of time to try and clear this out. And actually, it's going to get some help from Azaris, who's a really good hero at cleaning this Shaman camp up. So that's gone. But it's arriving just in time now for the Immortals. So CCS can clean this out fairly quickly, and nobody's really there to deal damage except the #1 racer in the game here, Vala. Oh, and well, Ragnaros is there too.
Yep, Rag. Both of them are there. They're burning it down there. Thrall taking care of the camp top, so he's going to just clear that wave and probably make his way down bottom. But they're just going straight race. I like it. Go straight race. No.
Yeah, big advantage for Rise and Grind early here. So CCS going to have to decide if they want to just concede this and try to take as much help or contest it. And they go in and contest it. There is the taunt early. Ragnaros taking a lot of damage. The stun comes down and Joe will fall. So that's going to be another pick as Brother Nature goes in and gets whipped for his trouble. And look at the dash. It extends back to him as they teleported back. Almost put Cinetrix out of position there.
Creditix taking so much of damage, has to fall back. I would like to see Hanzo on the other side, but I guess Dagny's okay too. But
Yeah, they're
Varian's
both
gonna be
pretty
there
good.
too.
Hanzo used to be like the #1 racer in the game, but
Yeah.
he got hit with the nerf stick a bit on that build. Now he's just like one of the best.
Definitely.
It's gonna be very close. Yeah,
No,
UPS
they
turned it
got it.
around.
Well played, well played. I got a new name for CCS. If Valk's there, can concede this. That's what they're. they could not concede that Immortal.
That's the S at the end. Which is clever for can't create acronyms, but I think for anything else, it's I don't know, it's unphysical.
Can't
But
concede.
I like that.
Stupid. Hanzo best enough. We have Molten Core popped by the Ragnaros, but wait, was it popped too early?
Are you allowed to use bad words in your NGS names? Can't concede shit. I don't know.
I like that. Can't concede stuff. Well, it says can't concede stuff. Okay, that's better. I like yours better though.
Yeah.
But a good defense coming out from the side of Rise and Grind. They only got the front wall, but CCS now turns around and snags out that siege camp. So slowly and steadily, CCS kind of moving ahead. Almost a bit of like half a level lead right now.
Yeah, CCS looking good early here. 3-0 on the kill count, about a half level lead. And they're able to pick up that camp fairly easily on the bot side. Brother Nature going in again, taking a ton of poke, but killing a little back in return. This is more AoE though, so Ariel's going to be pretty good at dealing with that. You can see they group up, they get the heal. Still has most of that bar left. Brother Nature getting super low, gets taunted, and actually the taunt stayed as he teleported back, so he started to walk in, and I was like, oh no! Not like
so
this.
funny.
Dagny getting a little low. Gonna have the haunting wave out.
Very good damage coming out from the side of CCS right now. By the way, Jay, you've been banned from creating CCS team names forever, apparently.
All right.
they banned you hard, man. Like, nope.
Oh man, how will I live now? What will I do with my life?
I know, right? Jeez. And CCS immediately make their rotation towards their Bruiser camp along with Rise and Grind as well. But the Immortals are online now, and we'll see once again, is this going to be a straight race or a defense race? Kind of go straight to race. Yes! Let's see who's going to win. Let's go!
Level 10's coming in now
online for CCS.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we got shield walled. We have Crystal Ages again. We got Earthquake. We have Dragon's Arrow. I like that one. Savannah's still waiting. Maybe she goes Mind Control. Yeah, she goes Mind Control.
And I like Mind Control. Grind, they're gonna get Light Bomb along with the Consume Soul, Blessed Shield. That is Sulphurous Smash coming down, but Aegis does come out. Arrow on the other side, and Dagny trying to mind control does manage to get the Ragnaros, but it's 2 for 2. It's the bloodbath here, Kai. Rain of Vengeance, by the way. And Hugs. gonna get a little poke and then jump on out. 2 for 2, but CCS once again picking up a very strong Immortal.
Yep, definitely, and that is going to push in top. It is 3v3, 3v4 actually, but Thrall is a whoa.
Also gets taken out by the fadeaway skull missile there by Brother Nature. Oh, God.
Oh my God. Molten Core popped again by last dispatch, basically, to make sure that this Immortal goes down and they can save the sport. But they got to fall back now. They've got to fall back. Hanzo is gone. Savannah steps up, make sure that the Sippy Cup is taken away, but then kind of runs. I would say a good defense, because they did get that pick on the Hanzo. That was really good.
Well, they kept their fort alive. You know, I think
yeah.
A goal with the first Immortal would be like to get the front wall. You realistically should get a fort if you're going to get the second Immortal. But one thing we haven't really talked about here is the Ragnaros' ability to Molten Core during the defense of these Immortals and be able to at least soak up a little bit of that siege damage. And now Zephy in a little bit of trouble, but it's able to Whirlwind, no, not Whirlwind.
Black Arrow used, and it's done.
Definitely gets out there.
Yep.
You are a raider. Legendary.
This is like an opposite push. This is a big push top lane. Holy.
Yeah, they've got a big push with Sylvanas here. They're able to get the fort down, no problem. And they've got 3 of those Cosmos Spear Throwers on the backside, just dealing a little extra damage. And Dagny actually throws out the Haunting Wave, but doesn't actually teleport to it. But not going to be punished here by Rising Grind for the moment.
Yeah, they're going to fall back. They forced them to come back. Now they're going to make a rotation down to that bot lane and maybe apply some more pressure over there. But Immortals are going to be up in 24 seconds. Here we go. Full rotation coming out from both squads there. Calderon coming in, with a pause. Actually, no, Calderon coming in with a raiding party of 10.
Yeah, thank you very much for the raid, Calderon. I appreciate it. Keeping it here in the NGS family. Welcome, everybody. You've made it just in time for game number 3 here. As it's starting to heat up post 10. We'll come back to the camera That was actually good timing for me because my cat just jumped up here and she was trying to get in under the covers, so I needed a little bit of a pause myself there.
Yeah. Well, you have become officially a Phoenix Rising team name. Phoenix Rising. Jasonite.
Jasonite. Nice.
Jasonite. Like that.
They haven't they haven't heard the joke about my Death Knight in World of Warcraft though. Otherwise that would probably be one of the team names.
Phoenix Rising Death Knight? Damn.
Well, so the Death Knight's one of his main abilities is Death Grip, where you get to pull somebody directly into you. So I made a macro on my Death Knight that every time I would use that ability, I would have my character yell out, "Welcome to the J Zone!"
Ah. Phoenix Rising Vegemite.
Yeah, Valkymer has heard that joke. That's true.
Yeah. Oh, Valk.
Yeah, Valk is the only one. That's because he was there in that group of people that were involved in that original joke, which was the Nexus Edge community. Back when I was helping run all of that stuff. Way back in the day.
Fair. Oh, sorry, I spelled Caledon wrong.
That's true, I did.
Kaldorn, but it's changed. You left out the last of it. Oh.
Okay, fine. I put comma bitch at the end of that. There you go. Welcome to the J Zone, bitch. Fine.
It's out there. But a lot of lag coming up from the side of CCS. I mean, what's going on?
Personage.
What's going on? Welcome to the J Zone. Crazy.
Imagine not watching classic Nexus Edge. Oh, don't even get me started. The one time where I was responsible for recording and then didn't realize I didn't have the audio capture in OBS for the first 5 minutes, and they had to redo that all again.
Ooh.
Yeah, that hurt.
That's rough.
I'm pretty sure that made Turd Herder cry.
Ooh.
Inside, at least, if not on the outside. Let's just say that I was only in charge of recording it once. Let's put it that way. They're like, never again.
Never, ever again.
So how you doing, Kai? What have you been up to?
Nothing. I've just been chilling. Doing a lot of NGS cast. Trying to break records here, but it's really hard.
Man,
really
hard. I don't know if anyone can catch up to Arrow. There's technically enough casts throughout the season that it could be possible, but because there's actually more games now than there used to be. But there's also more casters, and little known secret that most people don't know is that a lot of those numbers that Arrow pulled off in seasons 7 and 8, a lot of those were replay casts.
Yeah.
Which they count, and they should count. But it really, realistically, if you're not doing replay casts, it's going to be hard to actually break those numbers.
That's very true. That is very, very true. But it's all good. It's all good.
Patching Woe back in. Oh. Yeah, Wono back in the day. He was always fun to have hanging around. Okay, looks like we're starting. So enough vamping from us. Let's get back into the game here. Microwave oven has been checked, and we are on our way.
We are ready to go.
We hit the level 10 mark. DCS looking a little aggressive here, but they do come in. Level 13's clicked in just a second earlier. Arrow goes all the way back to hit Mephisto on the backside, but still gets the channel through, but they turn and kill Johanna first. Able to heal very well through that Consume Souls. Now Life DG trying to go in with the Light Bomb. Gets killed for his trouble, and it's a 2 for nothing for CCS.
Yeah, he actually got mind control. That was such a good mind control there, and then he got dragged in, and just as a last-ditch effort, he popped the light bomb on top just to see if it would go off, but it didn't. It was crazy.
I missed the mind control there.
Yeah, that mind control was like, that was a hot hot place mind control. With that, they're probably going to win halftime. Yeah, they do.
Well, they're definitely going to win, 100% going to win halftime. But Bala is still able to do a little bit of damage on the other side. Still a very strong racer. But look out, the invade is here. Zephy comes around the other side, and they're going to be on the point. Now this is going to be a fight on the point. Dagny hunting, waving to the other side, but now they've got their tank on the point, and they're able, nice knockback there from Naira, going to push Johanna off the point and allow them to cap for the steal there.
They're getting really, really good there. Brother Nature coming in there, but Varian was standing inside. Oh, Blessed Shield comes out, catches 3 people. Big light bomb. Thrall gets caught out. He goes down as Anduin takes that last hit up there. But the taunt once again onto the Mephisto. Brother Nature running. Hugs is right next to him. And he gets it. But Sylvanas goes down. He was like right there. But slowly and steadily, Rise and Grind kind of coming back. It's 2 for 1 in favor of Rise and Grind, and they managed to push DCS off the Immortal for now.
Waves building up in both of these lanes, though, guys. The occasional catapults, one out of every 3 spawning in these waves as soon as you get the fort down. And they are pushing Ragnaros and Bala, both answering to that. That's going to allow CCS to push back in and finish off this Immortal. So it's going to be yet another Immortal with yet another huge shield going to be marching here into the bot lane.
Yep, and with that fort gone, this is going straight to the keep. The keep wall is almost it's taken some damage already with those waves pushing in, but this might be keep, the first keep of the game. But we'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, so close to level 16 here. Big scatter arrow being thrown right in with that sidewall being down. We do have the Molten Core being popped maybe a little bit early here, Kai. Not going to soak up as much damage, but it's going to be able to start with the ranged poke a little bit. Root comes out, but Brother Nature is able to go back. Consume Souls, not going to find any kills. The Aegis comes out to try and protect the Varian, and they're going to be charging in here, looking to see, but look out! Cinetrix getting super low, gets the protect at the last second, but the heal not going to be enough, and actually, never mind, Tariel goes down. Variant's still somehow alive in all of this, but it's a 1-for-1 early here, guy.
That's a very healthy Immortal still barreling down there. The mind control plays really well to catch that Johanna. Johanna went down as Ariel went down as well. So very, very well played by CCS. 16's online for them. The Immortal does make it through. That's the first keep. Win condition open for them, but the next Immortal is probably going to go to top unless they clean this out. Once that's done, it's looking favorable for the side of CCS at the moment with the way they're playing it right now. They have pushed a Rise and Grind to the back. CCS currently still has both forts standing and alive.
Yeah, I would say that Rise and Grind backs are against the walls. They're not out of this yet. They still have 1 keep open. So they gotta keep a bit of an eye on that bottom lane throughout the match. But oh, like DG, gonna get caught by the Root. Mind Control actually doesn't find the mark, but they still get the kill on Anduin with the charge and the taunt available. Taunt actually goes out onto Joe on the backside, trying to help him out, but it's a little too late. And just like that, it's another 2-for-0 for Can't Cleanse Soul.
Yeah, I was surprised that mind control didn't hit, but my God, there's so much pressure coming out from CCS. Now CCS making their way down to that top keep. Maybe this keep goes down as well. Black arrows used to shut it down. This is going to be a dead keep. So there you go. Win conditions open from both lanes. This is
double camp here as well. This is a huge push.
Oh, they're going core. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Right away, Dagny getting rooted, tries the Haunting Wave away, but the core follows the shots. Now Consumed Souls comes out. Aegis going to be able to protect Zephy at the very least, and they're still putting damage on the core. It's at 24%, but it looks like they might be able to defend this. They get the Cosmic Camps down, and it's a 3-for-0 exchange for Rise and Grind. Couple members just barely making it out for CCS, but still 16% on the core here, Kai. That is a core call waiting to happen at any given point here for CCS.
That was. I feel like if Hanzo was like a little forward and hitting the core, they could have gotten more. Even if the Oriole was all the way at the back, And yeah, it was just the two people hitting the core. Dagny went down early on, got tower shots left, right, and center. So that didn't work out for them. But nonetheless, hey, great call. You know, they didn't get a 5-man team wipe on it. They're still in this. This is the opportunity that Rise and Grind have to take and capitalize on. So we'll see what they can do. The Immortal is going to go in their favor. Probably going to go bottom? Yeah, it will go bottom. Should go bottom, right?
Oh, top.
Top? Oh, okay.
It's the lesser damaged, and they're pretty even, but there's a little bit more damage on bot.
On the bot,
Camp is going to be taken on the bot side. And that's a full shield Immortal here, and yeah, you know, I don't hate the call. I don't hate the call from CCS to go core there. You're right. It was just the execution was just a little bit off, but I mean, they're still in a great position here. Rise and Grind is going to have to win multiple team fights to be able to come back in this one still. And it's unfortunate that they're not here, because this is really a good opportunity for them to be able to force free 20 and get a big team fight with their Immortal, but now it's just being shredded by CCS.
Yep, that's true. CCS could play it differently too. CCS could bait them here and just go core and backdoor. You know what I mean? So Rise and Grind has got to be they're probably aware of that too, and that's the reason why they probably weren't here early on. But I mean, they still come back to make sure that all 5 CCS members are hitting that Immortal. It alleviates some of the pressure from them to like make sure that they're back. As I say that, big arrow coming out with the Earthquake on top of that as well. But nobody going down as of yet. Rain of Vengeance uses well. Tom coming out of the Vala. Vala is picked off. It's 1 for none so far. Hanzo goes down in the back line though. That's Johanna down as well. 20s are online. Storm talents are there. We've got Glory to the Alliance, Diamond Resolve, Earthen Shields, Bolt of the Storm, and Bull's Eye. And now Rise and Grind are on the run. Brother Nature goes down as well. That's 4 against 2 and a 16% core. What do you think they're gonna do?
Yeah, they're actually going down bot lane so that they can get a little bit of extra push here with these 3 catapults. Taunt goes out onto Ragnaros, stops him from being able to Molten Core here, guys. I think that might actually be the winning move right now, as Life DG trying to stall them a little bit with the Light Bomb, but I think it's just too little too late. The shields are down, the core falls, and CCS completes the reverse sweep on Battlefield of Eternity.
Jeez, my God, that was so well timed, man. Just waited. He waited because he knew Molten Core was gonna come out, and as soon as he saw that channel time, zoop, he was on him. Taunt, boom. No Molten Core for you. Get back 10 line. Oh my God, so well played. Oh, what happened? I got kicked out.
No, game crash.
What? Yeah, I know. Same thing happened here. It's like, okay, no stats for anybody. That's rough. That's rough.
Well, that completes what is a crazy series here for both of these teams. And that's how you do it right there. You close it all out before you can do much else.
They're like, just shut it down. Like right now, just shut it down. All done.
This thing is over. Just enough already.
No, well played from CCS. CCS played really, really well on that game there. They waited, they were patient with their talents. I would like to see maybe a little bit more aggression coming out from the Variant early on, but it worked out in their favor. Rise and Grind were the aggressors in the early game, but then CCS knew that they were post 10 heroics game, and that's what they did. Great Dragon arrows coming out from that Hanzo. Their setups were amazing. Oriel once again coming in clutch. Some of those heals that came out, those crystal ages that she dropped down there, really, really well timed. She lost her life though a couple of times doing it, but still, very good, very good.
All right, Kai, why don't we hop into lobby 2 here so we can get an interview going?
Yep. Yeah.
Let's see. We'll set up an invitation here.
Aldorn says 2 reverse sweep cast. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's good. That's awesome.
Hello.
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 All right. So first of all, before we get this interview started, we got to settle a difference of opinion here. Is it Cryditrix? Cryditrix?
Crinitix.
It's Crinitix, yeah.
Crinitix.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Kai had it right. I concede. Well done. can concede point here.
Points.
But GG, well played. How you guys feeling after that 2-1 reverse sweep completed?
Pretty, pretty stressful. I'm not gonna lie. Lost game 1, and trying to keep morale up. Our offlaner's like, yeah, let's just reverse sweep them, guys. But wasn't expecting it to go up that way, but managed to clutch it out. So pretty proud of the team.
Absolutely. So we'll kind of go back in order here. Game number 1, we're on Towers of Doom, and I don't know. For me, if there was a point, if I was playing in this series, if there was a point where I could have hit the reset button on this series, it wouldn't have been the start of the second game. It would have been somewhere in the first game for you guys, because they came out really, really strong and seemed to have an answer for a lot of what you guys were doing. What do you think was the biggest thing you guys were running into in having problems answering what they had in game number 1?
Yeah, so in game 1, their tank, like, shout out to their tank player, because I felt like the Johanna into my ETC was very oppressive. I felt like I couldn't step anywhere. So yeah, it was just giving us a lot of problem with the positioning, and then as well as the Mephisto damage. I think we interrupted an ult or two, but just the Mephisto pressure overall was just very tough to deal with. It's a hero we don't really get a lot of practice against, so good for them for shout out to the enemy team. It's really well played.
All right, so then we go on to game number 2. Infernal Shrines, a bit more back and forth. You guys seem to be in control a lot of that game, but Rise and Grind definitely had their moments. But tell me a little bit about, first of all, what made you guys want to go Vala Ariel for that map? Kind of a bit of an off-meta choice, for sure.
Yeah, so we found that our pressure in game 1 was a bit low, so we were taking some more heroes that just had some stronger CCs. So we came out the gate with the Joe KT, just because, I mean, it's just a pretty strong synergy that you can take a lot of other picks around. Yeah, then we followed it up with some other forms of crowd control. The wall bangs from Ariel and the Rain of Vengeance from Vala, and then topped it off with I believe it was Urel that game.
Yeah. How were you guys feeling when on Dagny's positioning in terms of on the Vala?
We we positioned pretty aggressively.
Yeah, because Dagny was always in front of the tank. For a moment over there, I thought like, oh, maybe Vala's new to tank meta starting out over here, like setting a trend there, because he was like always in front of you, and on that ETC, like it was scary. I was scared for a little while over there. I was like, what is going on? But then I was like, maybe I'll ask them if they win. How are their comms when all of that was happening in the mid fight? Oh, quick question too. In regards to game number 2, when we started off, when they picked the dishonorable discharge, who noticed that?
That was me.
Ah, you noticed it. Fair.
Well,
on you
I called for the just looking at level 1 talents. I wasn't actually sure if it was fixed or not, but it says in the NGS that it's still on the ban list. So.
Yeah, it is. No, but big on you guys. Like, you guys caught it just at a minute 51. 2 minutes. If it was 2 minutes past, the rules would state an automatic forfeit, but I'm pretty sure that you guys would have still played nonetheless. You guys are good guys.
Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't have wanted the set to come to that. But
yeah. No, well, good for you. Yeah.
In reference to Dagny, of all the members on our team, he has the most NGS experience. So I do try to, if he's doing something I'm not, I try to keep in mind, like, okay, he probably knows what he's doing more than I do, and try to adjust my own positioning.
Free reign, that's what it is. Free reign. Seniority. I like it.
He's got the trust of the team. That's good.
That's very true. Oh, very well played. Game number 2 was awesome. Was really well. You guys were, I would say, a little bit more disciplined than you guys were in game number 1. Game number 1 felt like you guys were sluggish. You guys were like It's like as if everybody just got up from their sleep and kind of was like, let's go play some HOTS now. And then, it was just that gelling, like, you know, like you guys knew you guys were the Pros 10 team in game number 1. Sorry, I'm going back to game number 1, but it's just like you guys knew that, but the execution wasn't there. But then coming into game number 2, it's like all of you guys woke up. You're like, all right, no, we're actually playing an NGS game, guys. Like, come on, snap, it's not a scrim. And then everything kind of just started falling in place. Did you guys give each other a pep talk, or was it just like, all right, no, guys, we got this. Let's go, let's do this?
Yeah, I think game 1 was just kind of the warm up, like people coming back from their Easter dinners, and you know, yeah, we kind of had a little talk after game 1, like, okay, we can do this, like, just stick to what we know, and that's why we like Infernal Shrines is one of our more played maps, and my team's probably like, don't tell our secrets, but like, you can look at the stats. It's just a map that we play a lot.
Fair enough.
Well, as
Jay, if you want to go to game number 3.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say, like, as lopsided as that game number 1 appeared to be, you guys came out and really started walloping in the back. It's like the seesaw was coming back towards you guys on Battlefield. What exactly do you guys think you were able to change and mix up that allowed you to get so far ahead on Battlefield in that game 3?
Yeah, so Battlefield is another map that I mean, the stats show we just played a lot. It's one of the maps where we just kind of know what we want, and we got what we wanted, and we're able to execute it properly.
Yeah, it looked really, really good. even on that one. The Sylvanas pick, though. Were you guys gunning for Sylvanas from the beginning of the series, and Dagny was just fed up at this point in time? And because you guys always waited for Dagny to pick, Dagny usually went like last, and the Sylvanas got banned out twice. But this time, in the second round of the pick, like Dagny was like, "No, I'm gonna take the Sylvanas right away." You guys picked, you know, Sylvanas and the ETC, I think it was.
Yeah, so we acknowledged that. Yeah, they've been banning Sylv in the second round every game. And that is a very powerful tool, especially on BOE, being able to turn structures off with the Immortal pushing. So we're just like, okay, well, if they're going to do the same ban again, we're just taking it in the first pick.
Oh, okay. So you guys weren't going to give them that opportunity again, which is nice, though, because it came in handy. Because some of those mind controls, woo, yeah, they were pretty good, I must say.
Definitely, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Dagny really turned on at one point, like couple sets ago, just all of a sudden landing mind controls out of left field, and
yeah,
I feel like the enemy team probably scouted that and was not wanting to deal with it.
Yeah, definitely. I got one more question. In terms of Varian, you guys still had that opportunity at the end to go with that Stukov, which is the general combo between Varian and Stukov. You taunt somebody, you charge someone, taunt them, and then the lurking armor on top of that kind of gives them nowhere to run to, and that's the blow up comp with Varian. But you guys still opted to go with the Oreo in that last one, the last pick with the Oreo. So what was going on over there?
That was a response to the Ragnaros. That was so we had Aegis in response to Sulfurous Smash.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Makes sense. It
Were you
works out pretty
surprised
good
to
as
see
well.
the Sulfurous Smash come out?
No, we there in our minds there was no world in which he took Lava Wave there.
Yeah, fair. Because that's what we were talking about too, Jay and myself. I was like, how does Lava Wave get any value on a 2-lane map? Like, so yeah, I guess.
Great question. Turns out it doesn't.
It doesn't, yeah. It doesn't. But yeah, no, well played. Game number 3. You guys make a solid comeback. My God. It looked like they took the back seat, like coming from game number 1 to game number 3. You guys moved like forwards, and it seemed like as if they were moving kind of backwards, because they kind of looked really sluggish on map number 3. It was like the dinner kicked in. You know what I mean? They were pumped up, and then Easter dinner kicked in, and then it was like, but no, very well played. Jay, those are the questions that I had. If you wanna.
No, I mean, I think we covered it. But before we let you go, are there any shout-outs you'd like to make?
Yeah, so shout out to the team, Can't Cleanse Salt. Really excellent performance, everybody. A little sloppy game 1, but we managed to clutch it back with the reverse sweep. Shout out to the enemy team, Rise and Grind. That was really good. We don't really have much experience against Mephistos, so that was pretty good to get some good reps in. Shout out to the whole CCS organization. If anyone here is watching and isn't familiar with it, we have regular events, and it's a really great place if you're new to the scene and wanting to kind of get into competitive HOTS. Come check us out. And of course, shout out to Valk's mom.
Yeah, shout out to Welk's mom. It's always there.
100%. Well, thanks again for coming in for the interview. Congrats on the win, and we'll see you later.
Yeah, take it easy.
Yeah, take it easy.
All right, well, that is going to do it for this cast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming in and watching. And Kai, thank you for coming in and streaming. We're going to do a shout out for you in the chat, and I'm not even going to make you do it. I'm going to do it myself. But if you have any shout outs that you'd like to make, the floor is yours.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for bringing me on. Just last minute, my stream dropped through, and I was like, no, I need to get a stream in there. And I saw you casting. I'm like, yeah, let me go stream with Jason. So thank you so much for giving me that opportunity to co-cast with you. Sometimes it's fun to take the back seat. I like it. I didn't have to control anything. I didn't have to do nothing. I was so happy.
And you still get the caster point. So
and I still get a caster point too. Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, thank you so much. And catch me tomorrow, though. I will be casting at 7 p.m. MST. Martyrs of Moratorium taking on the Probius Strikes Back. That's going to be another good clash between these two teams. It's at 7 p.m. MST, which I think was 7899 Eastern. It's a Division D East game. A lot of East games are being casted now since those are the only ones left as we're coming closer to the playoff contention. So come out for that. And yeah, thanks once again, Jay, for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll continue to drink water. This is number 3. Just for you, Valk. Absolutely.
Oh my God. Drink the water. Drink the water. You
should have started earlier in the evening. You could have gotten me more hydrated.
I know.
There's the cooldown now, so you guys can't waterboard me. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of streaming here on this channel as well for a lot of different games. Kind of trying to transition from being just a hot streamer into a variety streamer. So y'all can feel free to hit the follow button, come back for some more HOTS and City Skylines and Kingdom Come Deliverance and anything else I'm playing. Stardew Valley, all that good stuff. And in fact, I will be actually just hitting the restart button to kill the delay here. And then starting up with some Storm League as well. So you guys can feel free to just stick around and watch some more Heroes of the Storm action. I'll see what kind of party I can throw together. And if anyone's sitting in chat and wants to join me, I don't know if any of my teammates are even online, but we'll see who we can get in here for some fun Storm League. So I'll be back with that in just a moment.
Perfect.
But as for this
I drank water, Valk. I drank it too. It was good. I feel hydrated.
Nice.
Cool. Oh, any updates on the Stardew Valley wrap? Just wanted to get that out there before you close things down.
Yeah, we got to talk about that, right? No, I've actually been working on it. I'm working on the structure right now. I've figured out most of the lines, but now it's just about putting them in the right place. My initial goal was tentatively April 1st, but this is proving to be more of a project than I thought it was going to be. So I'm working on it still. It's still a thing. It's taken me a little longer than I thought. But hopefully soon, and I will keep you guys updated as soon as I make more progress on it. I will post in my Discord, which, by the way, here, let's go ahead and blast the Discord while we're all sitting here. Feel free to come in, and the Discord is basically made to make it a little easier to keep up with my own personal content. And of course, it's easy enough to reach me in NGS, but it's a pretty easy way to do it as well. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this cast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. And for the Nexus Gaming series, I am Jason. He's Bankai, and we'll see you guys next time. Be back in just a few moments.